Welcome back on a Tuesday evening. One of an exciting show that we're gonna have today. So yes, as usual, please let's share this broadcast to our friends, to our neighbors, to our circle, our teams. Let's make sure that they come here, they get invited because it's a one of its own kind of a show. It's you're going to learn a lot when it comes to network marketing, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, how you can accumulate cryptocurrencies going beyond 2022 and beyond. So, yes, we are live via Temper Crypto TV. We are live. We are back with a bang. We are live today. Share this live broadcast to everyone in your circle. Let's invite everyone, guys. We are here today with a very, very exciting show. If you miss today's show, it's going to be a problem in your journey. You're not going to have that energy. So, yes, it's one of its kind. So, yeah. Invite your friends, guys. Invite everyone. There on your device where you're watching this live broadcast, there is a share button that you can press. Just share this live broadcast. And of course, as usual, please do mention, guys, where you're watching this live broadcast from. Do say something on the comment section. Mention your area, mention your city, mention your province, your country if you're outside South Africa. I know I acknowledge that sometimes we've got people from the UK, from America, from Botswana, Lesotho, all over Africa and all over the world. This is a blockchain cryptocurrency market, which is decentralized. You can watch it from anywhere in the world. You can watch it anywhere in the world. There we go. So, Nwabo. Oh, yes. Call everyone. Let's invite everyone. Bring them here. Let's discuss blockchain, cryptocurrencies. Let's make sure that everyone get this information. All right, there we go. We've got Tiketso. Good evening, everyone. I'm watching from Orlando, East Soweto. I'm here to learn. Absolutely, you're gonna get all the information that you're looking for on the channel. Invite everyone. Just press that share button. Invite everyone. Let's bring everyone on board, guys. Let's bring everyone on this platform. All right, today is exciting, guys. We've got a guest who's going to unpack about his life story, what has transpired in this space, what has he been doing in this space. He's going to show us, he's going to give us a mouthful of strategies to undertake in order for us to accumulate bitcoins, cryptocurrencies. Guys, how lucky we are to get such people. We have traveled the road. We have been there. We're doing it. We're action takers. All right. Let's bring everyone on the show, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Aluwan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome to Empire Crypto TV, guys. Without wasting much of your time, I would like to introduce to you a blockchain enthusiast, a crypto entrepreneur, someone who's been on the space for some time and it doesn't look like he's gonna leave this space while he's still alive. All right, I would like to introduce to you one and the only, the leader, Neo Cheka. How are you,
Wow.
sir?
I'm strong and brave, brother. And how are you doing this wonderful Tuesday evening?
We good, we good. We
Fantastic.
Yeah, look, we can't wait to hear from you. Um, we're gonna be educated today. We're gonna be
Yeah.
inspired. Inspiration is gonna be the order for the day. So yes, how have
Yeah.
you been? So
No, man. We're living in interesting times, and for those who are watching in, my intention is just to share my story. Other
mhm.
than trying to share, nuggets of wisdom. That's not really the intention. It's not necessarily to impress, but rather to impact. And as a consequence, what we want to see, as crypto enthusiasts all over Africa, especially those who've been in the game for quite some time, is that right now we are in $1 trillion industry, and we literally want to see Africans, taking, not just Africans, but and when we say Africans right now, because they've experienced bulk of the disposition in the history, but this is the time, and I'm excited because the harvest is ripe. It's just us go out there and pluck and begin to accumulate not just wealth for ourselves, but this is an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, for us to begin to forward the whole notion of generational wealth. And I don't think there's anything on this planet today, my brother, that can literally set us up for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's very much true. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hosting Cheka today. He's here with us. Please, let's make use of him. Do say something on the comment section. Let's discuss, let's engage. If you've got some questions for him, you must mention, just say them on the comment section. If you've got a comment, just make use of the comment section. And of course, let's give him some love, guys, some likes and love. Let's show him some love. What we are made of here at Empire Crypto TV. We are a loving nation. We are a loving community. So let's show him some love so that he can share everything. We do not want him to go with all the information. We want him to offload, to go empty, to leave this platform empty. All right. Thank you so much. Neo,
Yes,
please take us backwards, history. Where you started, how did you start into this space, the network marketing space, and of course in the crypto space? Put us into the picture.
Well, it's very interesting that you ask, because it's in June will mark 5 years of me actually being introduced into this industry. I was introduced by a wonderful friend of mine, still my friend, business partner today, Mr. Leonardo Fololo, introduced me to this industry a couple of 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was 24 years old. And I had just, entered the working environment. Why? Because when I grew up, I was told this formula, and I can guarantee you, my brother, you were told this formula too. Can I tell you what this formula is? That, my son, for you to become successful, you need to go to school, right? When you're at school, I know the crowd right now, I know the audience can finish this off with me. When you go to school, make sure you get good grades, right? And when you have these good grades, you will get a good job. When you have a good job, you'll have good money, right? Now for me, my brother, I did the formula. I went to a good school. I got good grades. I went into the university pursuing electrical engineer not because I loved it, because I wanted money. The reality of it is that I grew up seeing what money could do in people's lives, right? And that was the kind of life I wanted for myself. And just to share a bit of my story, my mom, I have terrific parents. My mother, in particular, after my biological father had passed on, she was left with a lot of debt. And as a consequence, she had just bought a new house. And, the house was about to repossess because she can't afford the new installment in absence of my father's salary, And we had just moved to this new home. Life was amazing. And my mother had been working at the time for more than 20 years. And, we were celebrating this new house. We had enjoyed everything in the house. And now I find her, and this is the first time, my crypto king, that I find her crying. If there was a time where I had witnessed my mom cry, the first time was when the house was about to repossess, because this meant that she was about to leave, the suburbs and go back to the township and become a laughing stock. Because the community, the township vibe. You leave, they say, no, rates, that person's gonna come back, a guy's life. And so there was a people waiting for her failure, and she was so devastated. And through God's grace and guidance, that reposition didn't take place, but it stuck to me as a 9-year-old kid that money was able to make my mother cry in spite of how hard she worked. And that's when she gave me the formula and said, Nanam, make sure you get a good grade, you get a good job, right? Because she believed if I had a better job than her, I was going to earn more money and would never find myself in the financial predicament as she was. And the reality of it, my good says that a lot of South Africans, a lot of Africans, especially during the COVID times, I mean, a lot of parents had to go home, with a resignation, or rather a letter of what's this word now? Why is English running away from me at the time of the day?
Data,
retrenchment, right?
Oh, yes,
Retrenchment.
yes, yes.
A lot of people came back with a letter of retrenchment, and a lot of people, big cars, big houses, and they have to explain to their kid why they have to take them out of the private school and send them back to a public school. And we had, a lot of parents, this is, did not just affect people economically, it affected people psychologically as well, right? And I can relate to that, because I remember my mom crying, and I made up that day as a 9-year-old that money should never become a problem in my life. And that is why I worked hard at school and pursued electrical engineering. And when I got there, and I got to work for one of the biggest consulting engineering firms in Africa, as a junior electrical engineer, I was excited because finally, Mali is again, I'm about to make it. But my crypto king, this is what happens, right?
Yes.
I worked there, but I get there, and I see Tembi Shileng on the comment section, and she will relate to this, right? I get there, and I see that everyone who's working there is not driving the car I would eventually want to have, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe it's because it's white people, and white people are undercover, so they don't want to show their wealth with cars. And I mean, I'm totally fine with that. I totally respect that. That's why I stayed. I'm like, okay, fine. Maybe these guys know something that I don't know. But it was only about a year later where I started hearing senior managers of one of the biggest engineering consulting firms in Africa, they complain about not having money. Right? Complaining. Complaining.
Senior managers complaining of not having some money.
Not having money.
Oh, okay.
And they would look at in where we used to like chill. Some of the senior managers would come and join us during lunchtime. There was a TV, and it so happened that in some days the news will go there and announce petrol prices, and you could see the shock and the devastation of their face of petrol going up. And petrol goes up on a Wednesday, right? So on a Tuesday, they will go and they will stand in a long line at the petrol station, just to experience, to get a hold of, an extra 100, 200 rand in savings. That was the life I wanted. So I started to see that, these guys are working here for 10, 15 years, and this is how their life is going to end up. I mean, this is certainly not where I want to be. And for those watching right now, I mean, think about this. And I'm not here to downplay the working sector, but I don't believe that the working sector alone, or the employment quadrant, as Robert Kiyosaki would put it, would take you to the life of your dreams. You can use it, because I used it. I used some of the funds that I had from my employment to start my business. You could do the same too, right? So I'm not here to downplay and say resign from a job. It's not that case. You have to be wise. You have to be able to leverage it. So in my particular case, I had asked myself, and a lot of you should ask yourself this: look at your managers. Are they living the life that you want to live in the next 5 to 10 years? Are they? Right? Or a lot of them as frustrated as you are on payday. Yeah, your payday, right? Get paid on the first, and then on the fifth.
Absolutely.
So we see this, but for some reason we believe, and we still apply for a higher position because we think that things are going to become better. And it's like a rat race. This is what Robert Kiyosaki calls it, a rat race. Running on the same space over and over and over again. And the real question that you need to ask yourself is, what do you do? And so I was faced with this particular question. No, just to further my story, I remember that this is the same year I was about to resign. The work, our work leadership had organized a training for young professionals. And at the time, again, I was 23 years old, and they organized a young professionals training. And one of the things they were teaching us was leadership. And in leadership, they taught us something called SMART goals. And, for those who don't know what SMART goals, the goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and within a time frame. And that is me, right? So I was simple. So after this course, I knew one thing. I wrote down. This is what I wrote down because we had to submit our goals after this so that the facilitator could, see if whether or not we have grasped the concept. And I was very specific. I said, I want to become a millionaire by the age of 30.
Wow.
To me, that was specific. I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want a lot of money. I want to be a millionaire. That's specific, right? That was one thing. It was measurable because you could see, you can track your way to a million, right? It was attainable. There were people who were millionaires. Probably there was not a 30-year-old millionaire that I knew personally, but I knew that they were there, right? It was realistic. Again, it was within a time frame by the age of 30. And I would have, at the time, I would have been 30 by 2020, what's 2023, right? So that is when I would have been 30. I'm 29 now. I'm turning 29. I'm still 28, turning 29 later on this year. And she came to me, and after getting my, looking at my goal list, she says, Newo, your goals need to be more realistic. All facilitator. And this person was probably at the age of 50 something or 60, a whole grown up. She was in a position of influence and telling me that my goal of becoming a millionaire at the age of 30 was not realistic enough. And so I'm now sitting at the crossway. I have to pick now. Do I either believe and accept this particular reality that she's telling me and abort my dreams and let go of my goal, or should I just subside to reality? And that is what a lot of people have done, right? A lot of people, and justifiably so, have given up on their dreams. They have aborted rather their dreams to say, maybe this thing, wait. And a lot of us can relate to this because as a young child, a lot of people want to become doctors and lawyers and what, and then school happened, and then they got level 2s and 3s for mathematics, and they're like, let me leave that. And so a lot of us get to that again when we sign off, when we are in our work, in employment place. No, give up on your dreams. I mean, you want to drive a Mercedes-Benz at the young age? Hey, look at the people your age. They are driving whatever. Some of them are not even driving. So begin to appreciate. So these are the things that I was frustrated by. I was asking myself, what you are doing? No one is doing what I'm doing. No one wants to do what I want to do. So what do I do? Do I abort my dreams and subside to the circumstances of what these people are telling me? And the reality of it is that, I chose the other way. I chose the other way. So I then later knew that she was not wrong to say that. She was saying it is not realistic for you to become a millionaire in the next 6 years by just being an employee. Working here, that's not going to take you, because she had seen people in the company that have been there for
just a question. Okay,
yes.
So looking at your goals, and she thought, this is not gonna happen because of her history, because of what's happening in that company. No one has ever become a millionaire, and there you are writing your goal and say you want to become a millionaire. Now on their minds, they start to think, how possible is that? Because no one has ever done it in this company, and there you are having sort of bigger goals.
And that's true, right? And this will sort of tie in with what I have to say. So I get introduced by my business partner, Mr. Lonabo, and he walks me through in 2017. So I just come in as a pure investor, I just buy Bitcoin and I start mining Bitcoin, and I'm excited about the space, right? I learn about what we now know as the blockchain technology. I'm learning about the fourth industrial revolution, the Internet of Things. I look at how where we are currently right now as a society. I'm excited. I'm excited about the technology. I'm looking at the returns that I'm getting. I'm like, wow, this is far better than what the banks were going to give me. I mean, I'm like, this is amazing stuff, right? So whilst I'm earning, I'm learning. Right? So while I'm learning, I'm earning at the same time. And so as a consequence, about 3 to 4 months later, I go back to him and I'm like, hey, Lonabo, thank you for introducing me to this. I'm happy about these returns. I mean, a 5 to 10, 20% return in a space of, like 2.5 months. That was amazing to me. Now, Lonabo says, yeah, my man, no, that's good. But he shows me the amount of money he had made in 1 month. He made crazy money. I'm like, yo, wait. This is that money I want to make. How? And he said, look, you can just become a miner or you can distribute. And I said, okay, fine. Now, just, take me to the space. Show me how to become, a distributor of this, of this technology. And we did that through the network marketing business, right? And mentorship, and from that day, about that I can remember, he started mentoring me on the 3rd of January 2018. In May 2018, I wrote a love letter to my boss saying I'm leaving. So I resigned from my job, and I was turning 25 that particular year. And what's worse is this, right? Immediately after I resigned, the price of Bitcoin goes down. And so the people in my working place are having a time of their lives. They are laughing at me. Now, are you sure you don't want to revoke your resignation? Even the director came to me. You sure you don't want to revoke the Bitcoin's falling down? You're gonna be left without a job. And I'd made my decision that this is not where I want to be, but this is the kind of life I want. And yeah, man, 2018 came, 2019, made 2019 was when I started to see a bit of a breakthrough in my life. This is when we started passing the 7-figure mark. And then from there, things just began to blow, right? And ever since then, since 2018 up until now, I've been in network marketing space, full time, and I've gone on to do a lot of other things with the revenue I generated from my network marketing space, right? So yeah, man, that's just a bit about.
So okay, just to disturb you. So it was like, show me what you earn, show me what you're making, then I'll quit right now.
Exactly that. I mean, that's
nice one.
Yeah.
Right?
So yes, yeah. So that is a bit about my journey, and up until now, I've gone on to learn other things about the crypto space. I have, I've really morphed right into what, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm very, very far from where I used to be, right? And I'm a student of the space.
All
I
right,
don't
so
claim.
you recall that leaving the job, leaving the employment industry helped you a lot to where you are going or to where you are at this point in time.
That's right? And I say this, with all due humility for people listening right now, that unless you have the desire within you to achieve something greater than what you see currently right now, unless the desire is not pushing you hard enough, you're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna work for you. When I was about to resign, let me tell you this. When I was about to resign from my job, even my mentor Lonwabo said, "Do not resign," because he knew that this is not some child's play. This is the real stuff that you're getting into your boy.
All right. So it means when they said Lonwabo, when he said do not resign, it means he was waiting for you to reach a certain stage, a certain energies, to say you are ready now. The time was not right by then, but it came to a point where you could see that we have matured now, we have been groomed to that point that you say, you know what, now I'm ready for the hunt.
I think it is more of a case of being father-like, like when you're a mother, or rather, and you have a child. Your child is never old enough, so with him it was the same thing, right? He was afraid that I might not, because he know what he had gone through, trying to pursue this journey. Even though he's successful, but he know that the road is bumpy along the way, and a lot of people are not willing to go through that. So he never knew how willing I was. Only I knew that, right? Only I knew that. And so a lot of people might say, because Neo resigned, I'll resign. No, it has to come within you. You have to feel it. It must be like a level of calling, that I'm being called to something much greater than what is there right now, and I'm prepared to make that particular move, right? So yeah, man, network marketing and cryptocurrencies truly changed my life, and I'll tell you how.
Okay, tell me something. How does cryptocurrency and network marketing come together? What's the relationship between these two industries?
Think about this. Think about this, and I want us first of all to quickly define network marketing. Network marketing is nothing else than a distribution model based on word of mouth, purely, right? A distribution model based on word of mouth. Nothing moves faster in the market than word of mouth. Let's think, and I want us to put this into perspective. We talk about the fourth industrial revolution. The first industrial revolution gave us the steam engine, because through that we were able to transfer goods at a much higher pace, right? And we could do things a bit more mechanically, with a mechanical movement, you know. Now, with that being said, those trains were not going to be able to move with those goods if there was no railways. So the railways began to become the distribution of this wonderful innovation, right? You look at the internet. The internet is nothing else but a distribution. It's a distribution platform, giving us Facebook, giving us StreamYard, giving us Facebook, giving us YouTube, giving us all of this. In other words, the fundamental aspect behind any technological revolution is distribution. That's the bit, you know. Can you distribute it? Doesn't matter that you can have the best product, but if no one knows about it and it can get people good enough, it will be a technological revolution that has not been experienced. And so on the one hand, you have network marketing, which is nothing else but a distribution model through friends and family, a business that needs very low startup capital. You do not need to pay staff, no HR, no IT. And I would know this right now because I've gone on to build a business of my own, you know, a traditional business, and a lot of money that is put in before you start making even a cent. But with network marketing, none of that is needed. And then on the other hand, and by the way, network marketing is a $200 billion industry a year. It does not need any qualifications to enter. It does not look check, background check, nothing, no credit score, whatever, nothing. It's not checked. And on the other hand, you have, you know, cryptocurrencies, a disruptive technology on its own, something that is here to change how the world interacts with money. You know, blockchain, it's changing how the world deals with accountability, a trustless accountability system. That's what we have here on the other hand. This is a place we're all eventually going to go. And unfortunately, as third or less developed countries, we all get to technological revolutions at a very late stage. Think about it. When did the steam engine come to Africa? Probably 40 years later. When did the aeroplane come to Africa? Probably 30 years later. When did the computer first come here? Probably, 10 to 15 years later. So you trying to be a pioneer in this industry, you being in Africa would be a huge disadvantage, right? So cryptocurrencies right now, because of the internet, comes to us all at the same time. And now you have a $200 billion industry. At today's rate, combined with a $1 trillion industry. And you put that into one, and you get cryptocurrency-based network marketing companies. And boy, oh boy, tell me, are you not going to come out with $1 million?
It's impossible. Someone said it's now easier to become a millionaire than ever before.
Of course.
You also agree on that.
Of course. If you think about this, someone showed a picture, right, of a millionaire back in 1990. They would have a wonderful office, everything is in order. You look at a millionaire today, they're a millionaire. They don't even have an office. They're working in their bedroom. That's how a millionaire today looks. It's no longer a person in a tie and a suit. It's you look at your founders of Ethereum, your founders of FTX founders. These boys they look weird. It's these weirdos today because the game has changed. The game has changed. Things have changed, and the real question that we need to ask ourselves: if things are changing, are we changing? And you see, the reality of it, my brother, is that a lot of us are forced to change, and as a consequence, become victims of change. But when we become, embracers of change and excited by change, and totally open our portals up to change, we begin to become, champions and pioneers of the change. You begin to embrace what the change is bringing, and as a consequence, you can set up a platform much more easy and position yourself for a mega trend. And that is, to me, what is more exciting, in this day and age.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everyone for tuning in. We are live via Empire Crypto TV. Do not go away. What you just have to do, please invite your friends, your family, your colleagues, everyone in your circle. This is just with the beginning. We still haven't gone any further. So yes, do not go away. We are with Neo Cheka here. The sharing. He's dropping some bombs, guys. He's dropping some bombs. Please show him some love. Likes and love. Do say something on the comment section. If you do want to ask him anything, if you want to say something, or if you want to, drop any comment on the comment section, do not shy away from doing so. All right. Neo,
Yes.
tell us about your network journey, especially
Yeah.
coming to the cryptocurrency market.
Mm.
When did you reach your peak where you said, you know what, this is my peak? Of course, I know the journey is still young. We're still going very far, but there
Yeah.
are some positive, instances where you say, you know what, this is what I came here for. This has changed my life. This is positive. This is
Mm.
the universe working. God is working here. I can actually attest it to the powers, and I see everything is happening. When did you hit that peak?
So I hit my peak. I started to see light in 2019, and this is just after I'd experienced one of my lows, right? And I want to share this because I'm not my aim through this meeting is to inspire, but also to share the cost of what it is to become successful. After resigning from my job, I started to listen a lot to what people were saying. I started to have fears. What if I don't make rent money? What if I don't do this? What if I don't do that? And guess what? Because I thought it, and whatever I feared happened to me. There's a one verse in the Bible that I like a lot. It says, "That which I feared the most happened to me." And because I feared it, I began to harbor it and I created it. And I began to, my income was dropping. Business was not moving well. I was not earning as much as I wanted to earn or when I needed to earn, and things were just moving crazily. And in 2019, things just changed. Things just changed, and I hang in there. I kept on. And this is what. So when things were going down, my mind was not going down. I kept on dreaming. I kept on pushing. I kept on plugging in. I kept on learning because I had this faith that things will change for me. And in 2019, I remember this. Remember, in 2017, I set a goal that I want to become a millionaire by the age of 30. I was 20. I made my first million at the age of 26. Right?
All right,
That's
let's stop there. So you made your first million at the age of 26, whilst
yes.
you had set the goal to make your first million at the age of 30 years.
That's right.
Mm.
So one of the things that
Okay,
I
so
learned,
you're 4 years ahead. It was 4 years ahead.
I'm 4 years ahead of schedule, and that is why, as Fox Nation and our organization Fox Nation, we always believe that when you come in here, your goals will be accelerated. Whatever goal you came in with, it will be accelerated, right? Mr. Lonabo Fololo, he has a book actually that comes out, and for those who are actually watching on this, I highly recommend that book. It's called Business of the 21st Century. That's the man there on my left, genius in network marketing. This is the guy who walked me through a book, and it's actually out there. You can actually go out and pick it out online. And he shares, one of the things he taught. And I remember back in 2017, he says, write your dreams in pencil. He says, write your dreams, not in pen, in pencil. You know what? Because you're gonna get there, and when you get there, you need to rub it off. If I can share with you a story, I know he would not share this, but one of his stories, in the beginning of 2017, he was making less than 40,000 a month in his network marketing business. 12 months later, he was making, 12 months later, at the end of November, he was making about 2 million. in 1 month, right? Right?
Wow, man. Please bring him alive to this platform. Bring him alive, man.
No, guys, if you're on the spot, just tag for Fox and let him know that we're speaking about him here.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, he did it. He made it, right? And he said, "Never write your dreams in pencil." So I remember my journey. This is when I made my first million, but I started to see things crazily move in 2022, in 2020, during the pandemic. I was with him. We were here in Joburg. We've been traveling, doing tours, network marketing tours all over around the country. And he said, "Neo, I want you to write your dreams down. Tell me what you want." And I said, "My aim," and this is back in 2020 right now. I said, "My aim is to make 500,000 rand in 1 month." Right. That was my
500,000 rands in
million,
1 month.
just a half a
Okay.
million a month. That's all I wanted.
Mm,
And at the time, this is the beginning of 2020, I was making less than 40,000 a month. Right.
mm, mm,
At the
mm.
time, I had already bought the car of my dreams. Right. At the time, because as you make money, and in January, my business had gone down again. So after going up, after making my first million, business went to slow down. But I'd already bought my dream car at the time, and Mr. Lonabo says, "Neo, I want you to write your goals." So I write my goals down. Write my goal down. My aim is to make 500,000 by the end of June, and that is in 6 months. So go from less than 50,000 to over to 500,000. Then in 6 months, that was my game, and we put on a game plan. There's something in network marketing we call the game plan. We put together a game plan, for that. And then 6 months later, I had made 500,000, and a month later, had made just over a million and more. And then I started to see, like, going from less than 40,000 then in 1 month to making over 1 million in 1 month. That was what it was possible. And because of that particular reality, my belief, and we began to teach this, right? And because of that, this is where we formed what we now called Fox, Fox Nation. And we began to build a community where we're teaching people the mindset, the game plans, the education, the financial literacy, that whole movement, we began to form. And out of that movement, up until this day, over 30 millionaires have been made over the past 6 years. Right?
All right,
So,
just wait right there.
yes,
You just mentioned 30 millionaires have been made in the last 6 years.
yes,
Wow,
through,
from
yes,
Fox Nation.
from Fox Nation.
Oh
And so a lot of
yeah,
people have been
man.
seeing Fox. What is Fox Nation? Well, Fox Nation, it's a movement, right? Where we teach people, how to build their network marketing business and the mindset, because we always believe this is our motto: be, do, have. In other words, you need to first be a millionaire in your mind so that you can do things that millionaires do, and so that you can have things that the millionaires will have. Right. So we teach that. We teach you that, unless you see yourself a particular, you will not reach. So we teach a level of personal development that will then enable you to begin to reach to get those results. And when you have those results, what do you do with the money? We have places also where, because we earn in crypto. By the way, I was saying this to someone. Since 2017, I've never bought Bitcoin. I've been earning Bitcoin, right,
Mm,
through my
mm.
business, right. So I don't,
So, so
you know,
network marketing can actually enable you to earn in Bitcoin, to earn in
exactly,
cryptos. Instead of buying Bitcoin, having
exactly.
10,000 from your pocket, going to buy Bitcoins, you can earn it through network marketing.
I mean, that's what I did, right? That's what we did. So yeah, so that's what we teach people as well. And then from those bitcoins that you have earned now, what else can you do? Or you can, buy, you can enter into, DeFi. You can do various things that you can want to do now with the money that you have. And so these are the platforms that we sort of through Fox Nation we deliver this message, all right. And this will then take me to, so one of the biggest achievements for me in 2021 is, together with my business partners, we were able to give birth to a concept called Severus. It is Severus, the Severus wallet. It's a cryptocurrency platform. So with the money I made, we invested millions, into this business, and And today it's we are so excited about this platform, and it's a platform where ordinary South Africans and Africans and anyone around the world can actually go and buy their cryptocurrencies in a more easier way. With a lot of development taking place today, people are confused. Where do I go for this? Where do I go for that? There's just so much, and people are overwhelmed, my crypto king. In fact, you'll be surprised that even in people who have been long time in the cryptocurrency industry, they're overwhelmed. It's like, no, it's too much. FTs, this, that liquidity, man. People are just confused and they don't know where to start. And we have what we call now analysis paralysis. You are paralyzed by analyzing, and Severus is looking to solve that particular problem. And not only just that, but we're bringing the best of DeFi and
All right,
CeFi.
you know what? Let me just take you backwards a little bit.
Yes.
I want you to explain to us. I know you're already explaining, but I want you to clearly explain what is Severus, and is it yours? You mentioned that is one of the platform where you guys came together and pushing it. Please tell us more about that.
Okay. So Severus is a cryptocurrency exchange, right?
All right.
A cryptocurrency exchange, and aiming to be the largest cryptocurrency exchange in
All
Africa,
right.
at least within the next 18 months, right? I'm going to name drop a bit so that you know that we are serious. So the CEO is Vusitembe Kwaya. We have COO, which is Lonabo Fololo, the gentleman I've been speaking about. We have Mr. Mzianda, we have Bruce Martin, we have a whole host of people working behind this amazing project, right? And how are we solving this problem? See, again, just for people who are in the industry of cryptocurrencies, you have seen this shift from centralized finance to decentralized finance. So people are now trying to move away from your centralized exchanges like Luno, like I'm not going to name, I've already named, but they're moving now to more decentralized ones like MetaMask, and you have to own and on PancakeSwap, where you own the private keys to your wallet, right? But we understand as business people that there's a lot of merit in using centralized finance. There's right. So I'll track back a bit and I'll say the following. I'll say 2% of the world's population is involved in cryptocurrencies. 2%.
Only 2% of
Only 2%.
the world's population is involved in cryptocurrencies.
Only 2%.
Okay, hence we are 12 years into this blockchain
technology. Now think about this. 98% of the people are not, and the market cap is $1 trillion.
Yeah.
So 2% of the world's population is sharing $1 trillion. Think about that for a moment. But think about this as well. The development of cryptocurrencies is not there to help the 98%. It's there to benefit the 2%. Because you're not going to get into a DeFi liquidity mining if you don't even know how to buy Bitcoin. So a lot of development is happening for the people who are already in. And so the gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, because now people coming in have a lot more to learn, right? There's something called technical debt. They have a lot more technical debt to pay to get to the same level as someone who had who has been in the industry, I mean, even months earlier, right? And so what we're looking to do with the Severus platform, right, is to make the whole DeFi space and the whole CeFi space, centralized finance, accessible as easy as it is to use your bank account. That's simple. And on the Cerberus platform, if I may, will tell you is that all funds are insured, right? So if you know that billions of dollars have been stolen out of cryptocurrency exchanges, right? And with this platform, we are insuring it. So security is one of our highest, security and insurance is our highest value. The second most important value is, bringing the ease of such a complex system to the people. I mean, we want to onboard the 98%. We don't want people to become pointers of a revolution. We want people to become partakers of the revolution. So through the Cerberus wallet platform, we get to witness a massive onboarding of people who knew nothing about cryptocurrencies, and they're going to come on. Why? Because it's easy to use. It's a one-stop shop. Think about this, right? Think about what happened to spaza. What's happening to the culture of spaza shops. In fact, back in the days before spaza shops, if you want a cool drink, you need to go to a cool drink shop. You're not going to find veggies there. If you want veggies, go to a veggie shop. You're not going to find rice there. If you want, that's how it's supposed to be, But what happened, right? You started to have these supermarkets put everything in one place. Now you just go into one place, to one spa, and get everything that you want, right? Instead of going to different. So the inconvenience was now convenienced. And then we later moved to super malls where you go into one place and get everything from shoes to clothes. And Cerberus platform is exactly what's that, right? Right now, for you to get a certain coin, you need to go to PancakeSwap. You're not going to, if you don't get it on PancakeSwap, there's certain coins you'll get on PancakeSwap that you're not going to get on Uniswap. But through the Cerberus platform, we're building something called interoperability of blockchains, where all these different blockchains will be brought into one, and you can access these projects, not just the projects alone, but also the functionalities like the staking models and the liquidity minings. Those are going to be available on the platform as well. So this is something that we're literally looking to build, and in fact that we are building that now. And we are very, very excited about it, man.
Tell me, how far are you guys? How far have you gone? Have you launched the platform, or is still yet to launch? How far are you?
So right now, we've just onboarded our new CEO, which is Mr. Vositebe Gwayo, and another team, and some guys, and we actually passed the launch phase. We launched, but we were previously known as Fox Wallet. We just rebranded to Cerberus, right? So we've launched the MVP. In other words, people can go right now and actually go buy Bitcoin on the Cerberus wallet. You can actually go on the app. You can actually download the app as well, right? So people, it's download. So I think, but if you download it, it'll still show as Fox Wallet, because we literally done the rebranding about a week and a half ago, right? So the minimum viable product is there already, right? Within the next couple of weeks. In fact, this is what I'm going to tell you. If those on the call want to follow the Cerberus roadmap and stuff like that, you can get us on this Cerberus on Facebook, right? Social media handle is Cerberus. You can follow us on Twitter. You can get us on we have a Telegram group as well. I will be posting it or giving it over to my Crypto King, where he can actually just distribute it to the community. For those who just want to know more about it, right? So we also had our own what we call our own NFT collection. We only had 100, and only 100 people were going to. 100 NFTs were sold, and you would sort of have like how can you say, insider information and insider benefits when you have those NFTs, right? We sold out on them, right? Already. That took place about 3 weeks ago. We are launching, and this is where a lot of people can maybe benefit, right? We are launching an IDO, right? It's the seed phase of our IDO by the end of this month, right? So that's where we are right now. So people, because we're going to have our own native token, right? So we're going to be launching, seed phasing it in the next couple of weeks, 2 weeks, and it will be available on Pink Sale as well. But for those who again, guys, there's a lot is happening right now. I'm so excited. We do have community calls. We do have master classes as well, teaching people about how to actually go onto these spaces and start benefiting.
So that's excellent.
Yeah.
Interesting indeed.
Yeah. So the whole thing has been, I'm still in the network marketing business. I love it. I'll never leave it. I don't see myself leaving it. But it's very important, right? You use the money that you make to make more money. That's it. Right? The money that I've made in the cryptocurrency, I've been able to contribute to this project, right? And I'm so excited about it. You know what I mean? It's revolutionary. And so that's the powerful thing about network marketing. Some people say, well, it's not my thing. Well, network marketing might not be your thing, but it can be the thing that leads you to the thing. Okay?
Absolutely. I normally say, you want to own a mine, but you can't go straight to a mine. You need to start from a spaza shop, because that's where you're gonna get some money, some capital to start buying your own mine. You can't just sit there and say, I'm waiting to own a mine. I want to own a mine, and
waiting
you
for a
can't
proposal
without doing anything.
and submit
So
a proposal.
of course, some people say, what, network marketing, this is where you can get capital to make your dreams come true.
That's right.
All right, now, give us bit of time. I see time is ticking off, and I understand we've got another commitment after this. What's your 5-year goal, your 5-year plan? Where do you see yourself? I'm taking you back where your previous employer said, what's your dream? And you said you want to be a millionaire by the age of 30. And you became a millionaire by the age of 26. Have you ever contacted that person and said, "Oh, here I am. Do you see what I meant?" But anyway, what's your future?
Let me answer that one quickly. Let me answer that. So me and my boss, we didn't see eye to eye, and he on the day of me resigning, it was a bad day, really trying to oppress me and stuff like that, right? Or that's at least what I felt. And I leave the job. And I meet him 2 years later, and I'm driving in my new, it's a Mercedes Benz, driving on a new Mercedes Benz at the time. And I meet him at the robots, and he's right next to me. He's driving that bakkie, that old bakkie that I am driving. Now it's, and I hit the hood and like, hey man, what's up? Just to and sort of tying in with what the question that you have is, more than anything else, people need to know that it's possible. In the next 5 years, I want to become the voice of possibility for my African continent, the voice of possibility. I want to become possibility embodied, essentially. This is why I'm saying this. There's a gentleman by the name of Roger Bannister. Back in 1956, if I'm not mistaken, in the UK, it was believed that no one could run a 1 mile in less than, is it a quarter mile? A mile in less than 1 minute. Right? 4-minute mile, sorry. No one could run 1 mile in less than 4 minutes, that is, right? That was the status quo. No one can run. And a mile is about 1.6 kilometers, I think. It was believed at the time that no one could run 1.6 kilometers in less than 4 minutes. And that was the belief. And guess what happened? I think it's 1952, if not 1956, Sir Roger Bannister in the UK smashed this record and did it. But then what was surprising, my Crypto King, is that a week later, more people began to break the record. A week later. So the question is, where did those people come from? Where was this new possibility come from? It came from people seeing that this was possible from one person. And because they saw it, they believed it. And because they believed it, it unlocked a genetic code of excellence. And that's what I want to do, right? I want to unlock. I have a life mission, which is, I actually wrote it up there, is to interrupt 1 billion people with thoughts that affects life financially, emotionally, and spiritually. I want to interrupt. According to science, there's one thing I've learned in science is that any object in motion or static will remain static or in motion unless an external force comes to interrupt. In other words, if I have this pen and I leave it down here, it will remain here until something comes and interrupts it and moves it. Then only can it move. Right? And so personally, I want to interrupt 1 billion people on this planet, right? And the financial goal for that. Now that will probably outlive me. That will happen maybe even when I'm not longer here. But that's my ultimate goal. But in the next 5 years, it would have at least impacted at least 10 million people on this planet with with this knowledge, with this message, right? And the next 5 years, I'll definitely be a billionaire, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you. There you go. Yes, man. That's the dream. Look, they said the next set of billionaires. In fact, we are now talking about trillionaires. They're going to emerge from cryptocurrencies. They are going
That's
to
right.
emerge from blockchain. This is where the next set of rich, wealthy people are going to come from. And of course, you just affirmed that you will be one of them, which
Of
is
course.
good luck. Do you need luck or you need
Nah, no luck needed.
all right,
Just
tell me something.
yes.
Will you say network marketing and cryptocurrency market has enabled you to live your life, to travel the world,
Yeah.
and to achieve whatever you wished or you wanted to achieve in those years when you were still down there, in those years when you were still very much employed, and
Mm.
when they were trying to suppress you, trying to limit your dreams. Do you
Yeah.
say network marketing and crypto have actually made you who you are?
If there was a prayer that I'd asked God for, I believe that God used uh, network marketing and cryptocurrency to answer those prayers. That's it. I felt like my prayers were answered by this great combination of these two models. And for those coming into the cryptocurrency market, those wanting to learn and wanting to grow, it's quite simple, right? Look at if you want to accumulate Bitcoin, number one, you need knowledge. And there's a lot of scams, and I don't even want to give the scams a platform, right? But for you to mitigate yourself from scams, you need to you have knowledge, right? That's the first thing. You need knowledge. Okay, that's part of my formula. That's my wonderful wife there, guys. So we're in Dubai. We're in Dubai. This is a city that I highly recommend that people go and visit, and you'll see what possibilities are like. So the first thing, guys, you need is knowledge. Yeah, just make sure that if you don't have the knowledge, get around people who know. That's the first thing. Second thing is you need an accumulation strategy. So how are you going to accumulate? Are you going to buy Bitcoin every month? Or are you going to mine Bitcoin? Are you going to trade Bitcoin? What are you going to do? Right. So personally, I combined, an accumulation strategy with network marketing, a company that is going to pay me commissions for sharing this information to people and onboarding people, right? And guys, a lot of opportunities out there for people. Yes, there are scams, but a lot of us don't confuse an opportunity that fails to a scam. A scam was designed to take your money. An opportunity that fails was its aim was to help you, but it just failed in the process, right? So there are cases like that. But nonetheless, just dust yourself and just keep on going. Because I'm telling you, 3 years in the cryptocurrency industry, it will definitely change your life. And with network marketing, it's said if you don't make 1 million in network marketing within your first 5 years, you're doing something terribly wrong. With crypto, if you don't make 1 million in 3 years, you're doing something terribly wrong.
Thank you so much, Neo. Thank you so much for coming through to the show. But before you go, I need
Yes.
you to give us 3 coins that people can look into, and 3 projects, just 3 projects, and of course, just 3 projects. Yeah.
First of all, the mother of them all, I would never, ever leave aside Bitcoin, right? Let's not sleep on Bitcoin. Right?
Okay.
That uses a hedge. Second one is Solana. That's one I believe they're doing an amazing work in terms of their development right now, and of course, uh, one of the coins that I would highly recommend is our IDO that's coming up. It's called Serve DAO, right? SEVDAO. So those are the three, right? Bitcoin, Solana, and Serve DAO.
Great stuff, man. Thank you so much. That was Neo. Is here on the show. Of course, we've reached the end of the show for today, and hopefully we're gonna invite you in the near future and share with us, especially the milestone on your dreams, on the projects that you are working on, and also about the space. Look, it's never enough for one day. There's so much we can share. So we can even sleep here talking the whole night. I see we've got so much information that you wanna share, but because of time, we,
Yeah.
we can't keep going. But yeah, thank you so much, my dear sir.
Thank you very, very much, Kutsi. It was good to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Great stuff. Please tag with us when you are going to be a billionaire. Tag us along. Don't go alone. I heard people saying it's lonely. It's lonely there. It's lonely at the top. So you do not want to go alone at the top there. You're gonna be very lonely.
Yeah. No, awesome. Definitely, man. Let's move along.
Okay, super. Thank you so much, friends and family, Empire Crypto community. We have learned a lot, so much education in one day, so much strategies in one day, blockchain, network marketing. These ones combined, they can produce a bomb. So, yes, check yourself. What are your goals in 2022? What are your dreams? Where do you want to be? Where are you going? Once you have answered those questions, you're going to start flying. Do not be lazy. Do not be shy. Do not be embarrassed. There is so much money in talking to people. There is so much money engaging with communities. There's so much money in helping, assisting the community. You can assist them, help them, bring them into the space. In the process, you get rewarded with so much profits. So yes, please, guys, do not forget to um, tune into YouTube channel. Go on to YouTube and subscribe on our channel Empire Crypto TV, as you can see there, Empire Crypto TV. All right, let me check if there are some comments here that I can check. All right, I see there is Mbatam Togoz is there. He says very informative. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Indeed, we are a show for the people. We are here to serve the community, to make sure everyone get this information, everyone understand, learn the right way. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do visit us every day, every week. We are live at 7 p.m. All right, there we go. Thank you so much, Crypto TV. Always bring the best. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Bitcoin Kapadia. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. There we go. Anele water section. Thank you, leaders. Oh, yes, we appreciate your presence here. We appreciate for coming through, and hopefully you're gonna visit us every day. All right, there we go. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, let's meet again tomorrow. We are live at 7 p.m. talking good news, different topic, different subject, all in the name of empowering yourself. Thank you so much. There we close with the Crypto Queen, Tebelo Mokema. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for your support. Um, all right, there we go. Please save the live. Okay, yes, we are live, guys. All this you can find it on YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel, Empire Crypto TV, and subscribe. You're going to find this whole presentation, whole show. I myself am gonna watch this show more than 5 times. There are so many things that I need to extract from this live presentation. So I'm gonna watch it more than 5 times because I'm in the journey also. We learn every day. We learn a lot. So I'm still gonna watch and watch this show. There are so many bombs that were actually thrown There are so many strategies. If you never learned anything, guys, you will never learn anything. So yeah, make sure you hop over to YouTube, Empire Crypto TV, and watch. There's so many other videos that you're going to love, that you're going to, like. Very powerful. Thank you so much. Let's meet again tomorrow. All right.